All right, we are back on the Andre Duke Show with Carter Smith. Going to leave the phone lines open for a bit. They've kind of been open all day. I haven't really publicized it. So we will have that element of it. Um, but yeah, there's that. Checking some stuff here. I think we're doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I gotta repost on the old machine. Let me get this going. Uh, All right, let me do this. All right, hashtag. Oh, there it is. We'll get that going. Uh, Also, the number to call is 260-255-4069 if you want to call in and get your call heard. So there is that. We'll leave this open for I don't know, a little bit, but that's kind of where we're at. But phone lines are open if you want to call. But yeah, so Florida falls to Miami. UTSA is up on Colorado State. Colorado's up on Wyoming, as they should be. Uh, we get the live call in, all of that going on. So, uh, what happened there? I need to read that. Ooh, boy. Oh, SEC officiating has an official statement in Saturday's Auburn Oklahoma game. With 10:50 remaining in the second quarter, a pass was thrown to Oklahoma number 5. Oklahoma number 5 for a touchdown. Just sending some text out here. But yeah, so participated in the previous play, which was a first down from the 22nd yard line. After the first down play was completed, Oklahoma continued towards his team's sideline, but stopped just before reaching the Oklahoma sideline. NCAA rule, I'm assuming that's either a 9 or a G 2, Article 2 is labeled unfair tactics with a paragraph stating no simulated replacements or substitutions may be used to confuse opponents. No tactics associated with substitutions or substitution process may be used to configure opponents. This includes any hideout tactic or without simulation. The officiating crew did not properly interrupt the action as a hideout tactic if particularly officiated. The second down play should have resulted in a team unsportsmanlike penalty conduct. That's a problem. That's a problem, Doc. Big time. That is a major problem. So you just admitted fault. So you just uh Ooh, we got to look at this. Uh, Sorry, everybody, but the phone number to call is 260-255-4069 if you want to get your call in. Wyoming quarterback is out and about. That's a first down. Just sending a couple of texts here. So there's that. I'm assuming they're going to call Wyoming for holding, right? Oh, that's atypical. Yeah, that's a problem. An OU touchdown against Auburn should not have counted. Yeah. And I said the SEC officials sucked all day. I'm too old for these late games. Uh, let's go Miami Hurricanes, kid from Broward. Yeah. But yeah, also, everybody watching on Twitter and YouTube, phone lines are open. Phone lines are wide open right now. They're wide open. If you want to call now. The number is 260-255-4069. Appreciate the follow. Phone lines are wide open. The Gator coach is getting fired. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What you think about Texas Tech? I don't know. I don't. I think if anybody gets fired, I think it's Mike Gundy this week. Texas Tech. He's pretty bad at the coach. Yeah, I don't know. He beat Ole Miss last year with Jackson Dart, and he beat LSU with Garrett Nussmeier. I mean, Florida in 4 games has gave up 4 touchdowns. They're leading the country in that. You think Billy's getting fired? No. Here's my thing. Here's the realistic thing, and this is why I wish people would call. If you fire Billy, let's just say you fire Billy Napier, do you realize that everybody on that roster is gone? Gonzo. And before we can throw any of it out of there, there is no chance in hell Lane Kiffin is coming to Florida. It's not happening. So there's that. You're not getting Lane Kiffin. So, and if you fire Billy, you open a 30-day transfer portal window. So Verdell Brown the third gone. Everybody on defense gone. Most likely everybody's gone. Lagway. You're gonna look if you fire Billy Napier right now. Let's say they fire him tonight. Let's just say hypothetical. Let's just say you fire him tonight. You're going to be Virginia Tech in 6 months. How about the Hoosiers? Yeah, Indiana's good. Lagway, he should find a better school. Should find a new school and better coaching. I don't. We'll see. See how that pans out, but it is what it is. But the number to call is 260-255-4069. That is the number to call. We'll leave the phone lines open for about an hour or so. And then I'm going to watch the nightcap of college football, probably catch up on some press conferences. He needs to get developed more. I mean, develop him to do what? Not throw 5 picks? You think Billy coached him to throw 5 picks? DJ's not playing well. It's what it is. It's one of those things that, should have Quinn Ewers transferred to get developed more from Sarkeesian? Like, come on. USC is up 7-10 on Michigan State. Oof. Mm-mm-mm. Notre Dame finally showed up for a game. Well, I think that Notre Dame is going to take their moral victories. Kid from Ballard, uh, Miami Hurricanes beat them last year with Cam Ward. Yeah, they beat the brakes off them with Cam Ward. It was a struggle for about 3.5 quarters tonight. So I don't know. I think this Florida team is better than the Florida team last year. I think that kind of think that's what it is. Da, 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 da. Are you streaming in your garage or your office? Yeah, I'm in the office with the green screen. I got the I got all 4 late games on 2 TVs. I got a triple box, and then the Colorado game is the main one. So Dion's going to go for it on 4th and 7 against Wyoming. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but what do we got over here? I'll leave this open for a little bit. If you want to call, go ahead and call now. Hit that like and subscribe button. That helps us a ton. Um, there's that. We're not really talking about anything, taking your calls, whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about it. But the number to call is uh but the Dion yelling at the sideline. I wouldn't go for it here. Wouldn't do it. Not I, said the fly. Uh oh, wow. Out comes the flag. I don't think that's PI, but that's just me. That is kind of a joke. But that's Pat Shermer being a former NFL offensive coordinator. Yeah, he grabbed him there. When he jumped, he grabbed him. If he doesn't grab him, mm, 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 mm. That is interesting stuff. But yeah, we'll leave the phone lines open for a little bit longer. Um, depending on what everybody wants to do. That's that. Hmm. Just looking at it. Mm, that's gonna hurt the city of Cleveland. Uh-oh. Looking at it. 21-3. That is where we're at. Nice hat. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate it. So yeah, San Diego State up 10-0 on the Cal Bears. Out of bounds. Sean Lewis saying, "Oh wow, they called that a catch." Interesting. I wonder what Sparty's got for USC tonight. But also, the phone lines are open. You want to talk college football? We'll leave it open. Why are there people dressed as bananas in Colorado? Just kind of curious. Um, but if you want to call in, call. The number to call is 260-255-4069. The main thing of the day was Florida, Miami, the big night game. Uh, and I'm watching Wyoming, Colorado right now. If Wyoming wants to get back in this, they got to go score a touchdown. They got to go score a touchdown. That is what they got to do. Da-da-da-da. There is that. Although I'll be interested to see how they do. Let's talk about them Hoosiers. Well, what do you want to talk about, Indiana? How they completely dismantled uh, uh, Burt Bielema? Ooh, that was a hell of a move. Uh, Looking for something. That's not what I was looking for. Da-da-da-da. I'll have to look. But yes, the phone line is open. The number to call is 260-255-4069. No wait for the phone line at all. No wait at all. So if you want to call, call. Thoughts on IU Illinois? I'm not shocked that Illinois boat raced them. Or, well, Illinois got boat raced. Oh, it's family weekend in Colorado this week. Oh, cool. Uh, mm, Go to the football home. What do we have here? Nothing. Yeah, so number to call 260-255-4069. That I guess they had a new Ralphie they ran, so there's that. Uh, do do do. What's the number? 260-255-4069 is the number to call. Hopefully this isn't going to be a yank call. 4069 is the number to call. So if you want to call, get your call in. This ought to be interesting. Ought to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting. Huh. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the phone lines open for a buzz longer. I think we might make it to 45 minutes. Uh, what does it say? Shared the live reviews. Appreciate you on that. Sutton or Swift. Let's roll Swift. Um, I'm really shocked San Diego State's up 10-0 on Cal. Cal came down the Wyoming needs a score if they have a chance. Or if they want a chance. They need a score. Number one more time, please. It's not going to be a crank call, is it? Number to call is 260-255-4069. That is the number to call. Has Billy got fired yet? No. All right, here we go. All right, caller, you're on. What? No, don't see him, but all right. Have a good night, man. Man, if I'm gonna get crank called, at least get the joke out. At least get the joke out. Also, the reason why I don't have TikTok hooked up to the YouTube show is for that reason. So, whenever you guys want to call and be funny, hee hees and ha ha's, it doesn't really do anything for you. So, but appreciate the call. I guess it is what it is, but whatever, man. Hopefully, you guys are all right. Mm, mm, mm. So the SEC thumbed their nose at the Auburn decision today. Um, I find that fascinating to say the least. Salter running in the end zone and just tosses it out of bounds. Oh, that is rough stuff. Uh, I think I'm gonna go 15 minutes, and if we don't get some serious calls, we're gonna wrap it up for the night because realistically, I have better things to do. All right, caller, you're on. What? Okay. Um, in my opinion, when it comes down to it, I think that Miami's play calling. I think Mario got super conservative going down the stretch. Um, I do think he got super conservative, but the problem with Florida State is that I think Miami's got some dogs up front on the defensive line. That would be that's going to be a hell of a game because Castellanos is a way better quarterback runner than I think that they're. I think he's probably the best one that they're going to see all night. But here we go. All right, caller, you're on YouTube. Yeah, what's up? That's a good one. That's a good one. So the I guess from now on, uh if you call with an unknown number, you're not happening. Although that was interesting. But I think that Miami got conservative down the stretch. I don't know if Florida State's defense is as good as Florida's. I think that I think that at times I think Miami could score it well on Florida State, but the bigger thing is can you stop Florida State? That's the bigger thing. Can't hear them, can't hear the callers. Yeah, there's a reason why you can't hear the callers because they're not through TikTok because that is it was going to be hee hee ha ha and funny, right? Yeah. Not born in the not born last night. I was born in the night, but not last night. Had to get the joke off there. But yeah, I think Florida State, Miami is going to be very interesting. Um, all right, here we go. What's up, caller? All right, uh, all right, no problem. Now, when it comes down to it, when it comes to the rankings, because of how political it is, I think how convincing that Miami played tonight. I think they should be the number one team in the nation, in my opinion. They've shown every tough test that they've had, even though it's been at home, it's been one of those interesting endeavors to where Miami's won convincingly, Florida was kind of it was a little on the I would say on the fringe. I wouldn't say that they were scared by any means, but I think Florida could have put more pressure on them. But in my opinion, I think Miami should be number 1 because for all intents and purposes, Florida had LSU on the ropes. LSU's ranked ahead of them. Sorry, folks, if you call me from an unknown number, I'm just not answering. It's not happening. So there's that. And I would put. Do I think Miami should be number 1 in my opinion? Yes. Um, but I think they'll leave Ohio State and Penn State where they're at because they were idle this week. So that's just kind of where it's at with me. Do I think that Miami should be number 1? I think they have a just as good as argument as anybody. They've looked the most impressive out of everybody. Aller overrated. Everybody knows it. Is Clemson a disappointment? Uh, I think Clemson might be tostada. I think their playoff hopes are done. So there's that. I think Clemson's done. I think Miami will get a bunch of votes this week. I think if Miami played Georgia on a neutral site game, I think Miami would be favored. Just my honest opinion. But also, uh, I think that watch Jake Browning ball out. That's kind of random. Very, very interesting. But yeah, what's up, caller? Doing good. Which ones? Florida? Florida, Miami? I think Carson Beck looked I think Carson Beck looked really good at certain points, but I also think that there was times that the play calling got super conservative to where it didn't fit what they were trying to do. I think if Mario would have stayed on the attack and kept pushing, 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 I think that they could have won the game by more points, but I get why Mario wanted to be conservative. I think that when it comes down to the whole Georgia thing, I think it got I'm not going to say the stage got too big for him. I think that yes, it was very forced. Um I think that there was so much pressure at Georgia and with everything that was going into it. I mean, he becomes the starting quarterback after they go back to back national championships and people are talking about a three-peat and all that stuff. And it just it was never going to work, and that they were talking about him being a Heisman Trophy winner and first overall pick. Well, he has that bad year at Georgia, and now he looks like he was supposed to last year. I think it was one of those that they mutually parted ways, and I think Kirby looks at it is what it is. Hopefully Mario can fix him. And I think I think that when you're around people so much and it doesn't go well, I think people wear on each other. And I think Carson was happy to get a fresh start, and I think Kirby was happy to get new blood. So I think it's a win-win on both sides. Okay. Okay. Keep winning. Nah, that's also that's kind of part of it. No. Oh yeah? Interesting, huh? But I was gonna say, all right, caller, we're gonna move on to the next person. So ah, we got it again. He was all right until the Cole Vartan, and then I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, it's coming. When's it coming? Interesting stuff. I find that very interesting. But anyway, back to before we got into that nonsense. Uh yeah, I'm just gonna make the decision now. No more unknown callers. That's it. Tostada. You're done. You call me unknown, I ain't answering it. Is Golden a guaranteed flex spot? But all right, we'll leave it open for about 5 or 10 more minutes. Another call in show in the books. Pitts or I would roll Pitts. I would roll Henderson for the flex, but uh anyway, we'll leave the phone line open. 260-255-4069 is the number to call. If you got anything of substance about college football, love to hear it. Do you think Florida's when do you think Florida's press conference will drop? It should be, I would say that game got over an hour ago. I would say that it should be coming out soon. I would think it would be out soon. That most of the people that are on the beat would have it published probably within the hour. I would have thought, but unless something happened with it, but I doubt it. Oh, hmm. Yep, lesson learned. Got that figured out. Thoughts on FSU, the U game coming up? Um, let me look. When do they play? TBA Boomer. Yeah, got you on that, my guy. Why does it not give me the date? October 4th is when they play. So what? Miami has an open date. They got to go on the road to the Doak Campbell. I'm assuming that's going to be ABC. ABC, I would think. That's going to be a top 10 matchup. I would think that'd be ABC, right? I think that's going to be probably one of the games of the years or the game of the year. Who does Florida State have the week before? Castellanos limping around. I'm not really. Oh yeah, they have Virginia next weekend, and they play on Friday. I think College Game Day will be there. Yeah, I think College Game Day will be there too. So there's that. We'll see UTSA Colorado State in the second half. So, but yeah, I think at this juncture, I appreciate the fellas that called in that were legitimate folks that wanted to listen to the football show. I get it. Whenever you're like 16 years old, you think it's funny to prank call somebody. I guess I learned my lesson on no, don't answer anybody else's phone call that is, you know, calling me from a number that is unknown. So unknown numbers are probably getting not answered anymore. So there's that. Um, although I probably would have thought it was funny when I was like 16 to call somebody up and say, "You got any advice on hemorrhoids?" It's like, come on, fellas. I mean, you could have asked something better than that. I'm just saying. But anyway, I think we're to the point where we're going to close it down and call it a day. Appreciate everybody who called in. We'll be back Monday night, 7:30. Uh, appreciate the follow. Appreciate Jack is sharing the live. Appreciate you, Jack. That's big time there, my guy. Jack is sharing the hell out of the live, so appreciate it, man. But I think we're gonna shut the YouTube side of it down. So there is that. I might hang out on the old TikTok live for a little bit. So there's that. Call-in show, Tostada. We're out.